Hi everybody, I am just going live for a second because I'm doing an intro for the philosophy of science. Share stream, share, edit. I don't see where I can actually record this, so I hope I am recording it right. Let's see here. So I am, let's let this go on. All right, so let's start off. So we recently had the Tangle. We had our meetup on it, and it's a philosophy of science work. It had a local, well, not local, but timely female philosopher, and I wanted to support her, as that can be really, really hard to get, book sales and citations and all that. As a woman in philosophy, I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Reddit, but I was one of the higher scores in my Kantian class, and I actually got banned from Reddit just on a comp post, and I was told it hit their BS meter. So there's that for analytical rigorosity in terms of, just saying something remotely intelligent on Reddit, I guess. But it's very much like that for it's very much like that for women in general in philosophy. So what I want to talk to you about is our last meeting. I'm just doing this as an introduction to it, of what went on if you weren't there. So we had some new people come in. We had Lisa Kitt. She owns her own drum circle, and she runs her own drum circle, and to warm up they have a meditation, and she runs that meditation with an intention. It gets everybody into it, and then they have the drum circle. And that's really cool. I think drumming is really good for root work, getting rooted, like grounded, feeling your body as it relates to the environment. And then she wanted to grow her spirituality, and I understand that's a field of metaphysics, because metaphysics is not physics. It's about that which you cannot see, that which you don't have quite yet, but could have. Structures, functions, all sorts of good stuff. Time, future. So yeah, can be very spiritual. So there is intuitive metaphysics and there's analytical metaphysics. I do analytical metaphysics, but I have mad respect for intuitive metaphysics, and I do try to incorporate it, like to show that these concepts are real and they are based in analytical rigor. Manifesting was something I was hearing reflected back the last time I had my cauldron, and that is correct. There was a little bit of manifesting, but it was very, very analytical manifesting, and it is based on total logic. Who knew? So there is that. I did tell her that if you're more interested in the metaphysics, I suggest that you go to the previous YouTube videos and take a look at those, because those are more about metaphysics. I mean, we're still kind of warming up and figuring out how to do this, but those were more about that and actually had metaphysics papers in them. What else? What else? We had a physician come in, initials AC, I believe. I think it was Alfredo, but I might be Alfonso. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Amazing guy is a physician who was doing research in COVID. And I'm not quite sure what country, but he said that in one of the countries where he was doing work, there was government push that was preventing the research from happening. And, it was like religious, political prevention of research, to the point that research articles were being censored, and they were getting really behind in research, and it was looking really bad compared to other countries that just they go with the science. They go with where the science says to go. And that was a really valid point, because I have seen firsthand people saying that because there's like one trace stem cell by in the vaccine, like there was a lot of pushback from the Catholic community because they believe that those, well, they come from aborted fetuses. But I mean, if they're going to be aborted, they might as well give life a little bit, like probably save so many lives. And then there was also, I did get testimony from not someone at the cauldron, but recently, who said that the nurses at a local hospital were being kept from helping people at the hospital because it was preventing, because they didn't want them to be using the vaccine, probably along those lines of like the stem cell research. So that was really, really hard to hear. And then we were talking about how this book will relate to that, and we'll get into that in a second. But first, I do want to talk about whether or not we're going to do another one of these. There was some interest in doing the second round, the second part of the book, so we might do that. I am going to move. There's a whole series of deceit about my current housing. It included a fraudulent lease. Those of you who know me or have been following me around the different places I go on the internet, they know that there was a fraudulent lease lodged against me, extorting my labor for tutoring. And I said, no. I said, as a math tutor who's good at her job, you can't extort me to teach someone math, because I would be living the exact opposite of sustainable math and telling you, I'll teach you math. So, it's one of the things that is really hard in education is when people aren't ready to understand something, but they have the money, right? So they want to understand something, but because they have the money, they still in the back of their mind think they're better than you, right? They actually secretly know more than you. But unfortunately, in order to be able to learn, you have to put that ego away, and you have to really respect your teacher, even if they don't have as much money as you. Like for me, I'm clearly an anarchist. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing or I don't know what I'm talking about. It just means that I personally think that people can be more responsible for their moral framework, and holding people responsible for that personally instead of through subordination, coercion, domination is the way to a more effective society. I was told that's a very Nordic opinion. I don't know if I agree, but or at least they're not like that financially, but maybe. In either way, I just I don't have a lot of money, but it's still one of the best, well known for being a good tutor in what I do. So I think that's it for my in-person introduction. I guess I can bring the cats. Hello, you ready for this? Here's Nick. So, I forgot. I was saying that I get this little guy, this little cutie, for another month or so, but then I'm going to have to put my little baby up for adoption. Well, not adoption, no, what? For foster. And we have a foster family ready. But that's just because I'm moving because of that situation. If you can donate, this would be the time to do it. Unstable housing, it's not fun. And as a woman in philosophy and science and math, there are plenty of people that, don't want me to exist because I threaten their theory about the world just by existing. Just like this little guy. Just by being a black kitty. People have a problem. And just by being into math and science and being a woman and philosophy, it's a problem. So it's not supposed to happen, right? But here I am naturally doing this. And that ruins a lot of people's theories, which is ironic because science goes where the facts go. They don't force the facts. But little baby Nikki is, oh, he's giving me the mean ears. He's giving me the mean ears. Why are you giving me the mean ears? He doesn't usually do that. He's going to be put in foster, so little baby Nikki says, help me get some money. Who needs me? You're going to just stare at me. Okay, that's fine. All right, you can go. And Cannoli is sleeping again. So you guys haven't really seen Cannoli yet. But anyway, that is the introduction for this round. And please, 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 please donate. Now would be the time to do it. It's just an insane situation. But now, on to the good stuff. Now I'm going to be sharing the screen on Dropbox and either appending it to this video or just uploading a separate video. Okay, thank you. Bye.